It's 90.3 KEXP, where the music matters. I am here once again in our performance space. You have the very lovely kind of Halloween theme lights for you today, by the way. I like this color. Casper Skulls are here live, and man, I am psyched for this session. If you are ready, take it away.
Conscience, partition of my principles, slips away in activity, and now I'm miserable. It clatters out of a world that was once part of me, and turns to a sin of the wind. Body lifeless, I become stale. Mother mercy screams the sky, love will prevail. It shakes me to my knees, shakes at dichotomies. Ruthless or tender, my love and ascendant.
Casper Skulls live here on listener-powered KEXP. Sounded great this morning. Their latest Mercy Works, one of our favorite albums of last or even this year, really. And they play tonight at Victory Lounge and head down to Portland. And it looks like some more West Coast dates as well. And I can say based on just one song, you should see these guys live. It's very, very good. And it's great to have you here. The tour, I have you here in Seattle, but where was the last show? Where did you travel from?
So we came from Calgary. That was the last one.
How long a drive is that?
That was like 12 and a half hours.
12 and a half hours.
Yeah.
Yikes. And was it in one day did you do that?
Yeah, we did that in one day. And Chris was meeting his girlfriend here from Toronto. So he did like
nice.
8 hours straight without stopping.
So excited.
Now that's motivating.
Definitely.
I got this. Girlfriend's waiting. That's great. Well, good. That must be nice. So I assume you've been on tour for a little bit?
Yes. It's been a little bit of a rip. We're excited to be out. We've never been this far west. We keep saying that every time we play a show because we always get further and further.
You can't get much further. Maybe a Hawaii
much
date.
further west.
As far as we're going now.
Yeah.
Play a show in the water.
Yeah, on an island.
We'll get you over at Vashon Island, which is,
Cool.
that you can go a little more west.
I've heard they're really good there. Like, they're really good to their...
It's
just kidding. I'm joking.
just the best over there. They'll feed you.
They take care of us while
Yeah,
we're
they have. You can get honey over there. Nice markets. You take a ferry. I can sell you on all the Vashon. All right, Casper Skulls is here from Toronto. We'll talk more about your hometown and your tour. But if you, I see you have another song coming up. Now this one got a lot of love on the show.
Yes.
So take it away.
Your front steps got the cavities to prove it. Would you call me Jesus? I'm rigged in forgiveness. Mercy works when you want it. There's roots of fruits and justice, but a history of agony makes strange fruit taste justice. Not skilled in reparation, no need for explanation. For lack of consultation or domestic inflation. Knowing how useful it is to be useful. Knowing how useful it is to be useless. It'll read how we cower. Our delusions spit on rainbows and leave them broken flowers. Next to epic grottos, tower 300 for condos. We'll pull it from escrow and build it in Toronto.
Casper Skulls live here on the morning show. Primeval, the name of the track. Mercy Works, the album. And here in our studios and playing tonight at Victory Lounge. Then more West Coast. Now you really are as West Coast as you can be West Coast. You're based in Toronto.
Yep.
And we have such a good feeling here in Seattle for the Toronto music scene because we've just played so many bands from your area. So could you tell me a little bit about the city, not necessarily the music scene, but maybe about how the city affects the music scene? Like here in Seattle, that's a big thing right now with all the kind of development and money in the city. Is that something that in Toronto, you feel supported?
Yeah, I feel like everyone's really supportive, and so it makes us want to try harder. Everyone's so good, so it makes us want to try even harder too. It's not competitive, it's just really supportive, and everyone's just so good. Like, I don't even know how to...
I think, and are you asking in terms of like
Well, both the music scene and the city itself.
Yeah, I think Canada in general is actually really great to their artists. They actually give out grants for artists.
I'm sorry.
I know.
What is that?
We are super lucky.
Some money.
We get money.
Yes.
From
The government supports the arts. I'm
That's
just going
right.
to write that down really quick.
But it's also really hard to go on tour, and just because like everything's so far away for us.
Yeah.
But the city in general, I think they have some good venues, but a lot are closing down. I think they've been cracking down on like DIY venues in the city, and also it's just hard on if you're an artist living in Toronto. The rent wise, it's pretty expensive.
Well, it sounds similar here. Very supportive scene within the artists themselves, and then kind of having to battle real life issues as an artist. I know the border is an issue too. I talked to a lot of Canadian bands about that. And we here feel very strongly that they should be more lenient at the border for artists. Now, one of the two countries, that probably is not going to happen anytime soon, so I've stopped talking about it. I don't want to name which one, but I don't see it getting better anytime soon. But how are the issues at the border? For people who don't know, like people cross the border, it can be a hassle. But for artists, what do you face when you cross?
Merchandise, I think that's the biggest one. They don't really know what you're selling, and they want to know how much it is. And if it's more than a certain amount, they'll literally flag you. We've had numerous amounts of friends that we know that have been turned away just for various reasons. It's always random. It's who you get basically at the border that day.
As a Canadian band too, we need to get P2 visas in order to cross, which cost a lot of money. But like, I don't know, once you have the visa, it is not too bad to get in and out of the country. But
do you ever feel like laughing when they say you're going to be making all this money?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
With shirts.
Be lucky if we sold a few.
We're rolling in it. Thank you. Well, I appreciate the efforts getting down here, and I know on tour, I heard you guys have been in a few accidents along the. Is that true? How bad and where?
Not too bad. Like none of us are injured or anything, but in New Jersey, that was a bad one. There was a person that just swerved out of a turnpike. They didn't want to be on it anymore, and we kind of got in the way, or we were part of the pileup. I guess I don't know. It was bad.
Previously again. We were coming back from New York and we hit a deer as well. That's how we destroyed that.
So nature and
So 2 vans down in less than 2 years.
So New York, you got a deer.
Yeah.
In New Jersey, you got a turnpike.
A crazy driver. Yeah.
Nature versus nurture.
Oh. I'm glad you're over here. That's very funny. I'm glad you're over here on the West Coast.
We started up an Indiegogo campaign, and a lot of our friends and family supported us. And so when we get back, we're going to be purchasing a new van. Currently, one of our friends, Sharon, lent us a vehicle, so that's why we're out here right now.
Yeah,
so
big
thanks,
shout
Sharon.
out to them. Yeah.
Well, I'm just painting a picture of the beautiful life on the road right now. Could you tell me a highlight of the road too? I should, has there been a show or part of the tour for you or a band you've shared the bill with that has been a particular highlight of this tour?
I think Winnipeg was really, really awesome. They were so welcoming, and just they have such a good thing going there. What do you think?
Yeah, we played with a band in Winnipeg called Ian Suggs, and they were really, really good.
Very good.
And yeah, just driving into Seattle, like the 12-hour drive yesterday was actually, because we were just in the prairies for a long time, so it was just flat land, and then all of a sudden there were mountains and stuff like that, so it was really cool to see that. We don't really have that in Ontario.
We're big mountain fans.
Oh, well, you've found the right town. They're all around us.
We're in the right place.
Well, Casper Skulls is live here, hometown Toronto, and a show tonight in Seattle at Victory Lounge. You got another one for us?
Yeah.
All righty.
Thank you.
was good. Ah, that's great. Casper Skulls live here on the morning show. Album is Mercy Works. Cannot recommend it enough. Or seeing them tonight at Victory Lounge or in Portland at the liquor store in a couple of nights. San Francisco, LA. It looks like you're not home until May 11th. Maybe getting a little earlier, but you play May 11th in Toronto. That's got to be nice.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm so excited to see more stuff, and we've never been out, like I said, this way. So we're going to be in Las Vegas too. We've never been to Vegas,
Oh,
so maybe
sweet.
we'll do one gamble.
That's quite a drive as well.
Yeah,
You're driving
my
away.
friend Mel was like, "Find the lobster machine. You'll win money." And I was like, "I don't even know. Like, do I just go ask for a lobster machine?" She's like,
Yes. Yes, go do that. Say,
will.
we're from Canada. I'm looking for the lobster machine. That is my advice to you. I mentioned your Canadian band, and Canadians notoriously nice. I've not met a Canadian I haven't gotten along with. Is there someone in the band who is the most Canadian nice person?
Oh man.
Or are you all just...
I think Chris and Mel, they're tied.
We had
Arm wrestle later.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheryl and I, Cheryl's a midday show host, and booked you here today.
Cool.
We went up to Vancouver last year. We go up and run the half marathon, which is next week. I'm going to be up there next week. And that's not too far after the election here. And someone ran up, a Canadian, and yelled at us to go back to America.
Whoa.
And I've never experienced that, right? But get this, within 5 seconds, two gentlemen ran to our car saying, "He doesn't represent Canada. We are so sorry. We are so happy you're
Thank
here."
God, somebody did that.
It's the most Canadian thing I've ever seen. It was great. And they just, as we're driving away, they're still waving and thanking us for coming to Canada. And I thought, we don't even say hi to each other in Seattle. That was so nice. Anyway, we love Canada down here in Seattle.
that's
And,
good.
yeah, we even, your prime minister even did some IDs for us.
He did what?
Some IDs. I'm Justin
no
Trudeau. You're listening to KEXP.
Are you serious? No way.
Yeah. The Canadian consulate
Way to
down
go,
here
Justin.
is amazing. They're doing all kinds of different. You should contact them. They help with the summer festival down here and
Wow.
have been nothing but allies to the Canadian music scene. And they know we do a celebration of Canadian music on Canada Day. And we have, all kinds of stuff going on. So
Right on.
you should look into that. You might have a chance to get back down here is what
Cool.
I'm saying.
Oh, we want to come back.
They
We
may
love to
help
hear.
pay for it. Casper Skulls are here live on the morning show, and you got one more for us from the album Mercy Works, and they play again tonight. More information on real-time playlist at KEXP.org, by the way.
Banquet of hopes, sing praises of how you are, double dues that I owe, and I will buy the next round. Feel your cut touch my nerves, but you're falling apart from what I've heard, bereft of any desire. Rather hunt or sleep or starve. Charity's so ungrateful. The pain won't break your name. Sharpen all your instincts. You'll make me feel that way. You'll make me feel that way. Yeah. Under cold tablet facts, equal them up to the day I've had. You say I gotta relax. It's that simple. I'm that simple. Throes of my wits. A love that's drunk, that's half-lit. It's all worse than scars. Rather hunt or sleep or starve. Charity's so ungrateful. The pain won't break your name. Sharpen all your
Casper Scholes live here on the morning show. I didn't want that to end. It's great. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. I was just saying before the session, we had a band in here that you see a band and you just realize how good they are together, and that's the same feeling watching you all. It's just,
thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
You truly play well together, and the songs are amazing. The album I can't recommend enough. Mercy Works. So keep at it. And don't get any more car wrecks. And safe travels, and good luck tonight. Victory Lounge, again, can't recommend this show enough. And a big thank you to all of our listeners. You know, it's been just a busy week as always. So many sessions, so much music getting debuted and played here, and it's all because of our independence. And our independence is based on your support. So thank you so much, and have a great weekend. This is 90.3 KEXP Seattle. And I'm done. Woo! Thanks for doing all the work for me for the last half hour of my show.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.